And we're just cutting around the tops of our hoagie rolls. You can also use a hot dog bun and then peel the top of that hoagie roll off. We're gonna set these to the side and I'm gonna show you something fun we can do with these later. We're just gonna push the insides of our hoagies down to make a nice cavity. We're gonna start with your favorite tomato sauce. We're just gonna put a nice layer of sauce down into each of these hoagies. This is gonna be the perfect base layer for our sandwich. You know we gotta add some pepperonis, so we're gonna put 4 into the bottom of each one, and this is gonna form a nice barrier between the cheese and the sauce and the bun. And after we've laid down all of our pepperoni, you know we gotta add some cheese. We have sliced string cheese open, and we are just gonna place those into the bottom of each hoagie. Now, if you have mozzarella pearls or fresh mozzarella, that would be perfect here, but we don't have any of that stuff. We just have string cheese. And this is gonna form a nice bed for our meatballs. We have frozen meatballs that have been defrosted. I know you guys gave me a hard time last time because I didn't defrost the meatballs. You don't have to do that step, but we're doing it right now. You can also use fresh meatballs. Whatever you have in your fridge or your freezer will work, and that looks so good. Now we're gonna make some delicious garlic butter. I've melted half a stick of butter. We're gonna put about a teaspoon of garlic powder in there and about a teaspoon of Italian seasoning, and just give that a little mix. We're just gonna brush this delicious garlic butter on top of each of our sliders. We wanna get that bread nice and buttery. This is gonna be so good, you guys. There we go, you guys, and these have been coated nicely. We're just gonna take the extra and just drizzle on top of all of our subs. Now we're gonna get our squeezable pasta sauce, and we're just gonna give a little drizzle on top of these sliders here. You can use your regular sauce. I just like the convenience of the squeeze bottle here because it drips down nicely into those meatballs and all those crevices. After we've added our sauce, we're gonna add a little more mozzarella. This time, we're just gonna go directly on top of everything, and it's okay if it gets on the bread a little bit. It's gonna melt down beautifully. And we're gonna hit it with that Italian seasoning one last time. We just want a nice dusting on top. And our oven is preheated to 350 degrees. We're gonna throw these in for about 20 minutes. While our sliders cook, I'm gonna take the cutouts from our hoagie buns and I'm gonna pour half a stick of melted butter on top. I'm gonna show you guys a hack to turn these into knockoff Olive Garden breadsticks that are gonna be so good. Now we're just gonna spin these in that melted butter a little bit and make sure all sides are coated. After all sides of our breadsticks have been coated, we're just gonna flip these back over and we're gonna lightly sprinkle these with garlic powder. This is gonna be so good, you guys. We're gonna hit it with a little bit of that Italian seasoning. And of course, some of that shredded Parmesan cheese. We just need a little bit over the top. We're gonna throw this in the oven along with our hoagies for about 15 minutes. All right, it's been 20 minutes and our meatball subs are done and they look delicious, nice and crispy. I'm gonna go ahead and cut into one of these to show you how wonderful these are. We're just gonna scoop this out onto our plate and try that along with our delicious Olive Garden garlic bread. Look how perfect that turned out. First, let's try the garlic bread. It's so good. Now let's try the slider. That is amazing. You guys gotta try this.